Gray Squirrel at Acorn Hills. Players can enjoy the course in 3 modes: Fun Mode, Competitive Mode, and OG Mode. Competitive Mode will be highlighted in this video, as it is most likely what players will experience in a tournament. Hole 1 is a 282-foot par 3 slightly uphill, making it play slightly longer. Crush something straight or play wide right and skip toward the basket. But don't throw too far or your disc will be swimming in the pond. Decent drives are often rewarded with scary death putts, so Gray Squirrel will test your mettle early. Hole 2 is a signature par 5. This par 5 clocks in only at 511 feet but must be thrown uphill towards a double mando. If you miss the mando, you can play backwards through it. Players often lay up in front of the mando rather than go for it with their upshot to avoid disaster. The shot through the mando drops steeply downhill over an OB creek and to the flat green. 3 smart throws and you'll be putting for birdie. Hole 3 is a 401-foot par 4. There's an uphill tee shot followed by a downhill shot to the green. There's a marked OB to the left in the field of tall grass. If a disc lands OB, take stroke and distance. Lefties and big forehands have the advantage here. Players that don't throw far will play it safe to avoid OB, since an upshot to the green requires landing in a thin area of the fairway on the left. There is plenty of fairway to the right, but there are many trees and low ceilings, so choose your shots wisely. Hole 4 is a 467-foot par 4. It's mostly downhill with OB danger in the tall grass on the left. Around the 350-foot mark, the OB changes slightly, and there's a cut line if your disc ends up left, but it will still be a big upshot. Throw whatever goes straight for you, stay in bounds, and you should be able to card a par, if not a birdie. Hole 5 is a dead straight 303-foot par 3. The tee shot is downhill alongside a close barbed wire OB fence. OB shots take stroke and distance with up to 2-meter relief from the fence. You can throw dead straight down the more dangerous middle route or take the hyzer or flex route to the right, though entry to the green is more protected by trees from there. Lefties will curse the righty advantage here. Hole 6 is a blind 269-foot par 3 that curves slightly left the entire way. The tee shot must crest the hill and fade to the left. Most of the time, if a shot looks good off the tee, it is. But listen closely, because there are trees in the fairway over the hill that players can't see. Overall, if you can crest the hill without hitting a tree, you should be able to at least save a par. Hole 7 is a 247-foot par 3 that gives players 2 choices off the tee: dead straight and tight, or left to right. Lefty backhanders will enjoy the easy choice to go down the left lane and park it under the hanging basket. Whichever lane you choose, if you land short, you may choose to lay up rather than risk your birdie converting to a bogey. Hole 8 is a 276-foot par 3 with an intimidating hill and skinny gap directly off the tee pad. Hyzer flips will do well here. If you get over the hill, you have to hope that you don't go too far left, or you may find yourself with a creative upshot from jail. The green is protected by trees with a low ceiling, though there is a sharp hyzer angle up to the right. So try to get all of it and get some favorable ground plate into the circle. Hole 9 is a 271-foot par 3 through a bottlenecking tunnel off the tee. If your disc flies true, it can fade in towards the basket that is protected in the front by a spider tree. Hole 9 ends near the parking lot, so use the bathroom, grab some water, and get ready for some wooded holes on the back 9. Hole 10 is a 237-foot par 3 dogleg right. There is a tight gap off the tee and a decently tall ceiling. The righty backhand turnover is possible, but it hooks right pretty hard. Most will choose a forehand and lefties will be grinning. Pure the lane and you're looking at a birdie. Hole 11 is a 268-foot par 3 dogleg left. There is a straight tunnel for most of the hole. If placed correctly, a low, straight to stable fairway driver with some skip can get you up to the basket, but requires just about the same amount of good fortune as a stable air shot. Kicking right hurts, but kicking left hurts more, so just make sure you go down the fairway and give yourself a chance at par. Hole 12 is a 338-foot par 3 through a tight double mando, so bad/lucky shots will not be rewarded. If the mando is missed, proceed to the drop zone just in front of the mando. Throw straight and true and attempt to turn the disc slightly to the right. However, it is better to land a big drive to the left than too far to the right, where you'll find the pin heavily guarded. Hole 13 is a 215-foot par 3. It is a standard right hyzer, though there are some creative but dangerous local lines. This is a great chance to ace run or to test your consistency and card the birdie. Hole 14 is a downhill 190-foot par 3. Stay left of the mandel, and while the hole is the shortest on the course, it is a tough birdie because of the incredibly sharp dogleg right. Most players will try to get safely past the mandel and carry into the open area for a long birdie look. Don't throw too long, as the property line barbed wire OB is out there. Hole 15 is a 320-foot par 3. The fairway initially slopes up, then gradually down to the basket. This may seem like a standard straight to stable drive, but plenty of fairway trees may have you thinking differently. Avoid trees and you should be able to at least take a par. Hole 16 is a memorable 314-foot par 3. Off the tee, it has one of the tightest gaps of the entire course. Let it rip, as a good righty backhand hyzer shot can give you a birdie opportunity. Hitting it first available will leave you scrambling to make a bogey. Hole 17 is a dead straight 300-foot par 3. The hole plays slightly shorter with a gradual downhill slope. Off the tee, the first available trees come into play here, and the fairway bottlenecks as you approach the basket. Hole 18 is a 248-foot par 3 dogleg left. It is a very tight initial gap and closed barbed wire OB left. A bad drive can kick left into the OB where players can take stroke and distance. Most players will use a tall ceiling to throw a high hyzer that can safely land long of the pin with an open shot at birdie. Throwing shorter carries higher risk and greater reward. Acorn Hills offers several amenities such as putting greens, maintained porta potty, benches, trash cans throughout the course, and opportunities to buy food produced by the farm. Leagues are offered and have several rewards weekly. New players must sign a waiver upon first time playing, but only need to do so once a year. The course fee is $5 a day, and season passes are available if you talk to Tom.